Hello everyone, my name is Silent, and today we're going to be reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid The Sun Vanished. I'll be reading chapter 1 in this video, and I will be reading chapter 2 in the next, so let's get started. July, Tuesday. I'm scared. Something's really weird is going on. I've been sleeping in for hours, but there's still no bright outside. I checked my clock and it's 1:25 in the afternoon. Not to mention it's really cold outside. So I got up and out of bed to ask Mom what the is going on. When I got downstairs, everyone was in the living room staring at the television. Dad had his head down, Mom was holding Manny while crying, and Roderick just walked back into his room. I took a peek at the screen. I couldn't believe my eyes. There was a chaos. The headline read, "The sun mysteriously vanished." I looked at Dad and asked him what we were going to do, but he just stared at the floor, not saying anything. I knew I wouldn't get anything out of him, and Mom was still crying, so instead I went to Roderick. He was in his room, packing his things. "What?" I asked him. "What was he talking about?" he said. It was a big opportunity to start a new life. He even offered me to go with him, but I quickly shot down that idea because I had my own idea. It was basically the end of the world. I could do whatever I wanted. So I'm gonna get Riley and we're gonna break into some stores, steal some valuable stuff, hit the road, and live a good life. It's perfect. But the bad thing is that I don't think Mom or Dad will take too lightly with my idea. So after thinking about it, I'm gonna sneak out. After packing some of my stuff, I called Riley, asked if he wanted to join me. We can do whatever we want. It really surprised me though because he said yes. I asked him why he said yes, and he said that his parents wanted to eat him if they ran out of food. So I told Riley to pack his stuff and meet me at my house in my yard. I snuck out through the back door and sat down. Hopefully Mom and Dad aren't looking for me. While sitting down, there was about 10 minutes wondering where Riley was. I heard screaming near the street, so I went around the side of the house and peeked around the corner to see what I was looking at, and saw a bright thing in the sky chasing a person down the street. When the light shines on him, let's just say it didn't look pretty. At least I know what to stay clear of from those things, or I'm gonna have dire consequences. When I got back to my backyard, I found Riley with all of his stuff. But that's not all what I saw. I saw Shrog, Fregley, and two other kids I didn't know the names of. I asked Riley what the big idea was, and he said that we might need some help in our mission. I decided that I wouldn't let them go through because they might actually be some good bodyguards. Riley told me who the kids were. One of them was Steven and the other was Corey. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them too because I don't know anything about them or why they even wanted to join us. I couldn't interrogate them because I could hear my mom calling for me inside the house. So I just told them to follow me into the woods for now because I remembered me and Riley had a treehouse back there. This way. After a while, I found the treehouse. It took me a while to find because 1, it was dark, and 2, because Riley and me hadn't been there in a while. It was just to show how me and Riley left it. It kinda gave us a bunch of nostalgia, even though it was kinda dark. I told everyone to duck down and stay quiet, just in case someone finds us. Then I discussed the plan. Corey asked me why I only had 4 steps, and ended on get out of town, so I explained to him that this was only part 1 of our plan. We'll build more on the plan when we get there. Riley asked me what we were going to do after we get out of town, and I told him that we were probably going to make a giant base, and when people saw how prepared we are, they'll make me their ruler. Steven and Corey both thought that was an amazing idea, but they both started to argue over which one of them should be the leader. Unfortunately, I quickly put the stop to that. I'm going to be the leader. Then we heard a stick crack. Everyone fell silent. All I could hear was us breathing. I broke the silence and asked Riley if that was him. He said no. So I shuffled around in my bag to see if I had a flashlight. My stomach dropped when I realized I left my flashlight on the top of the dresser back at home. So then I started going through my bag again, but this time was trying to find something I could defend myself with. Unfortunately, the only thing that was close enough to close to defendable was So I looked at the others and asked them if they had a gun or a knife or even a butter knife. Sadly, they all said no, which is really dumb. It's the end of the world, you're running away, and you don't even think about packing things. At least I came prepared. Wait, I guess not, huh? Anyways, I remembered how I was going to use Steven and Corey as bodyguards, so I said one of them had to go outside and investigate. Then they started arguing again, but this time they were even louder. Then I started thinking that bringing them with me and Riley was a bad idea. Right before I was going to stop them again, the scariest thing happened. And that's the end of chapter 1. Chapter 2 will be coming out, I don't know, like today, maybe tomorrow. So see you guys later, and see you then.